It's your boy Affion Crockett, and every time I come through the crib, NC, I rock with my boy DOC. Yeah, dig.
Familia, what go on, baby? It's the one and only, the big homie DOC. Ladies and gentlemen, I told you earlier that I was going to have a young goat go ahead and cross the pasture here at Choice FM. You might know my next guest from anywhere from Dan Flik to being Mr. Wildin' Out for his short time that he was on there, to being on Soul Men, to having his own show, In the Flow with Affion Crockett, Haunted House. He was Cousin Ray, a.k.a. the Crip Crusader, doing it big, came up to go ahead and save the cousin, the homies, you dig, man? I'm talking about Mr. Affion Crockett in the building with me. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Affion. What's up, sir?
Hey, what up, Doc?
You know I'm chilling, man. I can't complain, brother. I appreciate you for asking. I appreciate you for asking, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's going on with you, sir?
I'm chilling, man. I'm in the city, bro. I came home. You know what I mean?
home.
I'm at Raleigh Improv all weekend. So
Absolutely.
Had to touch down.
A lot of people don't know, man. Like I told you off the mic, first time that I understood that you were from North Carolina, I knew who Affion Crockett was.
Right,
since
right.
I saw you on Def Jam back in the 90s, right?
Right.
But when I didn't know that you were from Fayetteville until I saw that BET Cypher, man. They had
Right.
that little scroll at the bottom. I was like,
It was
bro,
right
from
there.
Fayetteville.
Yeah, that lower third.
Oh, my goodness,
Yeah,
man.
and I think because over the years I've done so many characters and impressions of different people, so people assume that I'm from New York or Jersey or somewhere up north.
By default.
But you know, I grew up around the world too. So you know, my mom is Trinidadian. I grew up in Germany, and yeah, I have a nondescript personality and feel, but Fayetteville raised me. Like I'm Fayetteville, North Carolina, all day.
Lit. Air Force, baby? Army, baby?
Army, baby. Yeah.
Okay.
My dad's 82nd Airborne. You know what I mean?
Hey, okay.
But yeah, I went to Westover, Fayetteville State. I'm Fayetteville.
Yes,
for real.
That's hard. Well, welcome back. You dig? The
Good luck.
hometown hero. You feel me? What you in town for, man? What you got going on in
Raleigh
Raleigh?
Improv, man. I'm doing my stand-up situation all weekend. 5 shows. You know what I mean? You got to come through.
Absolutely.
Come through and see what's going
There's
on.
absolutely no excuse what we got them going on this evening, tomorrow, and Sunday. Sunday being the last show at 7 o'clock. Y'all have no excuse, man. I hear people all the time talk about, oh, Raleigh, Durham, the Triangle, there's not too much to do. But when we give you opportunities like this to see a GOAT,
Come on, man.
you better show up and show
appreciate the
out.
love. Yeah.
Absolutely. But Abe, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your because you're one of those artists, an artist first and foremost, who what I would call a chameleon. So I had a couple of people step in, like your Damon Wayans Jr.'s and your Jay Farrows and like Jamie Foxx and even Chris Rock. I would say, like Eddie Murphy especially too.
The GOAT.
Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor. Like you have people
Fox.
who aren't just comedians, who aren't just actors, who aren't just TV stars, who are just multifaceted.
Right.
And that is you.
Thank you.
Did you like come up doing all of these things, or was it just like you bumped into one every now and then and it just popped out?
I started dancing first. Like that's how I was known even in Fayetteville. Like me and my boys, the twins, my homies from the Fayetteville, we made it to Apollo. And we were dancing on Apollo with a group called Twin Flex. I was
No
Flex, they was
kidding.
twins. Yeah. So I'm known as a dancer first in Fayetteville. And then I just discovered everything else after that. I discovered stand-up, or not discovered, but I started doing it. I put the effort in, I put the work in, and then got to Def Comedy Jam from that. So those are my first 2 like TV appearances. Was back in
Those are some big first appearances, sir.
and even back then it was like Fayetteville, from Fayetteville, North Carolina, Affion Crockett. So I never tucked it away. Like if you watch Def Jam, it's
Fayetteville, North Carolina. Affion Crockett. That's hard, man. Now, was this all preconceived notions? Like you were like, all right, I want to be a best dancer, and then I want to go into comedy, and then I want to go ahead and be a TV star. Or was it just happened?
Comedy was more of a thing where I was like, let me try it out because I don't know. But once I started doing it, people was digging what I was doing because it was creative and it was character driven, and I'm very animated and from the dancing, so I was able to do cartwheels on stage and do Jim Carrey impressions and do Fire Marshal Bill and all that.
We'd never seen a black man do a flip on stage till we seen Affion Crockett.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Blending cultures.
Yeah, brother. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was really my journey, man. I didn't, dancing was something I knew I wanted to do. But then, like I said, I started scratching the surface of like acting and stand-up comedy, and it got me where I am. I drove to LA
by yourself.
By myself, me and a bunch of cassette tapes at the time.
Yeah. What was the playlist on the way to LA?
Jodeci, SWV.
You almost made me cuss.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of soul in that joint. Maxwell early joint, D'Angelo. Like I was
Brown Sugar.
rolling. Huh?
Brown Sugar.
Yeah,
Oh,
of course.
good Lord,
Lady?
man. No, I'd have had to make a couple stops.
Come on,
I had
brother.
to make a couple stops. That's
Listen,
the thing.
I was rolling. I was rewinding a lot of tapes. A lot of tapes got me across that
That's
great
all right, man.
massive land we got.
That is all right. In LA, man. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break, ladies and gentlemen.
sure.
We're going to check in with Affion.
We'll return after these messages.
Today on the After School Special, Jack Mellon gets tired of being called a square and turns to a crowd that shows him how to be cool.
Look at him, smoking a month and Jack's a pro.
Temporarily, my problems just disappeared. Listen, but it wasn't worth it.
Super Stone Jack. But tell me something. Who's the real Jack? Jack.
And Jack Mellon is going to discover the price of being cool.
Mike.
Stone, the ABC After School Special.
It's your boy Affion Crockett, and every time I come through the crib, NC, I rock with my boy DOC. Yeti.
It's the one and only, the big homie DOC, and we just got done just going to church on that one, man. It's been a while since I've heard that Talib Kweli joint, that Get By. It did something to me when I first heard it.
I know.
And ladies and
That
gentlemen,
bass line.
exactly, man. And that second voice that you hear is Mr. Affion Crockett himself, man. Fayetteville, North Carolina's very own. You dig?
What's going on, party people? What's happening?
You dig, man. I can't complain. Hey, if you here at the Raleigh Improv this weekend, right?
All weekend. Yeah. Stand up. We're getting it in.
Yeah, I'm talking about. I need to show up and show out. Now, before our most recent break, we were talking about your move to California. So you just went clear across the country from Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Yeah, I
you
packed
said
up my car and I drove.
You just-
know what I mean?
you
I had
left.
like $1,200 saved. I was gonna go stay with a distant relative out there.
Yeah.
And I just put the plan together, man. Put the faith on it and just went.
because I have a lot of people, like I was telling you off the mic, that'll ask me, because I came from here from Cleveland, Ohio a couple years ago.
Right.
And something in my heart just told me you need to get up, get out, and just go for it. Because music is my passion. DJ, production, engineering, the name it. You name it, I do it, right? But with that, it was just like something told me to get up and leave. If I can't change the people around me, I got to change the people around me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Was it the same for you?
Yeah, for me, it was just that knowing. I said, look, I don't know what LA holds. I've never been to LA, but I'm going to drive out there because I believe that whatever it is greatness. So it was that fear, but that fear with excitement attached to it. You know what I mean? Like, it's people that's listening right now. I'm sure they at their jobs or doing, something that they probably don't really want to do.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yes.
a job.
Right.
It's a clock in, it's a clock out situation. But you have, after work, they go home and do these things called hobbies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They go paint in the garage or they'll go do whatever, write books or whatever their thing is.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what you're supposed to do. So if you can make money, I always believe that your hobby is your career.
Right.
So if you can really make money doing the thing you love, that's quality of life at its finest.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So me driving to LA, and now I get to stand in front of people and tell jokes and talk to the people and get paid for that and make a living. And then I'm on screen with Marlon Wayans and Martin Lawrence and Bernie Mac and Sam Jackson. Like, who?
That's just a few. Just to name a few.
That's just a few.
Right.
So who, a kid like me from Fayetteville that just dreamed that he could do it, like, and it came true, anybody could do it.
Right,
It's
right.
not that I'm special. I just took the special step. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't ride
'Cause
around with my shoulders up like I'm the whatever. I just took the faith step.
Absolutely.
Because for me, if it ain't about God, it ain't about nothing.
Oh,
It
say
ain't-
it again, brother.
If it ain't about God, it ain't about
Lord,
nothing.
have mercy. Absolutely.
Come on now. Pass the plate now.
But that's
we gonna
pass
take
the
the
plates,
offering.
man. Get it around on that side. Go ahead and get the
Okay,
collection
yeah.
started. You did.
Don't skimp on me
but
now.
that's dope, man, because that fear is a lot of times what drives people away from doing it. From
Yeah.
potentially, and I always see this little meme or this picture to where it's like somebody digging towards something, and then right before they get that goal, they just turn
Right
around.
before
and
they
quit.
hit that axe pick.
Exactly, man.
Man,
I
it's
think
right behind that wall.
every time.
And
Every
here's what
time.
people got to understand: you are either in fear or faith
Talk to me.
at all times. I know this is supposed to be a comedy interview, but
Talk to
we're
me.
gonna get to the faith. You are either walking in fear or faith at all times. There's no in between, and there's no third and fourth option. You're either walking in faith, which means you believe that I don't know how this bill's gonna get paid, but it's gonna get paid, and I got peace about it, and I'm just gonna trust God.
That's me.
Or you stressing, how this bill gonna get paid? I need to call my uncle. I need to do this. You know what I mean? So that's how life is set up. So whatever it is you're dreaming about, you're either dreaming about it saying, I could do it. I got my plan. I know exactly how I'm gonna do it. When I open the store, I know what the sign gonna look like. I know where we wanna be set up. Or You're saying, man, I really wish I could open that store. I really wish I could do it. Man, it's going to be impossible. Banks ain't giving black people loans. You know, it's a whole list of excuses.
You already lost that mental game.
You
right
lost
there.
it. Yeah. So you got to check yourself every day with every decision and say, which side of your brain are you thinking with? Which side of your spirit is protruding? Is it your faith side or your fear side? There's only two.
Exactly.
So you can decide which one you want to be.
You can't be both at the same time. You
No.
gotta pick.
Fear
You
and faith
gotta pick.
cannot coexist.
Absolutely, bro. That's what I'm talking about, man. Y'all didn't understand that I was going to bring the GOAT in, man.
Y'all ain't know y'all was getting a motivational speech
you know what I'm
today.
saying? He
Huh?
gives you the truth, and he sprinkles a little bit of funny over top of it,
Yeah,
man.
but I'm gonna still give y'all that funny tonight. And that's, you know, we still gonna get these voices and these characters
It's
tonight.
the Rock, baby. It's the
I came to Raleigh.
Yo, speaking of,
know what
man,
it is.
is that like your most coveted impression? Is it the J
I
impression?
mean, sometimes Russell Simmons comes out too.
Jesus,
You know?
I forgot about Russell.
Yeah, it's a lot of, you know, it's very hip hop. You know?
Yeah.
I started Def Comedy Jam. You know what I'm saying? You know, I like to come to Raleigh and go show up at the Improv and stuff. You know, tell jokes and tell people about money. You know, yoga and veganism.
Come on.
You know, I love veganism. You know, I like to eat plants and bean sprouts.
Oh my God,
you know.
bro. On point.
But
man.
I am hip hop though.
On point.
Yeah,
Hip hop
don't
to
get it
the
twisted.
core. You dig, ladies and gentlemen? The multifaceted, the multi-talented Affion Crockett in the building with us, man. He's going to be at the Improv Friday, this evening, 7 o'clock and 9:15. Tomorrow, 6:30 and 9, and then the last show Sunday at 7 p.m. Affion, anything that you want to leave our listeners with before we head out of here?
Yeah, come to the show, man. I just shot my first stand-up special. For one, I own it. I spent my bread on it. I own it, and I'm going to license it, so I ain't going to just give it over to somebody.
Absolutely.
I shot my first stand-up special called Mirror to Society.
Mirror to
right?
Society.
So that's the same gems I dropped just now. I still tuck them into the comedy. So you're going to get a full show. It ain't going to just be laughs for laughs' sake. It's going to be laughs with something to take home. Whether it's in your relationship, religion, social media, you know, whatever it is, racism. Like, I talk about everything, but in a way that's funny, but it's gonna give you something to think about.
Gotcha.
You know what I
Food
mean?
for thought.
Yeah.
As my big brother Charlemagne would say, putting the medicine in the candy.
Come on, man.
Okay.
You know what it is. You know how Charlemagne do.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
He's
lit,
a wise
man.
dude. Like, Charlemagne, he's known to ruffle people's feathers, but when what he's doing is he's waking you up so that he can drop that gem on you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
Set
that's
him
my
up.
brother. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, Affion Crockett. Catch him at the Raleigh Improv all weekend. You tell me all the time that you wish you had something to do. Now it is here. Support
Pull
the
up.
hometown hero.
Pull up.
Show him some love the only way that North Carolina knows how. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up nice and loud. Affion Crockett.
Yeah.
My brother, appreciate you for stopping by.
Good looking out, Doc.
And we'll see you soon, all right?
Yes, sir.
Kill him this weekend, man.
Yes, sir.
It's your boy Affion Crockett, and every time I come through the crib, NC, I rock with my boy DOC. Yeah,